Hello, my friends. To them that mathematics is a hill or a mountain, okay? Today I have a simple and a nice formulas that I want to give you. And we are starting from grade 3 to grade 12, okay? These are the simplest formulas that you can do mathematics with and can help you in life. So if you are in grade 3, sijakuacha nyuma. If you are in grade 12, sijakuacha nyuma. Now, I'm not going to show you these things on the screen because of many because, but if you have your pen and paper somewhere, you can write all these formulas. It will help you. If you are in grade 3, look here, basic formulas that we are going to do. We are going to start with the basic operations. The basic operations that we are going to do, that you need to understand, we are going to do the addition, we do subtraction, we do multiplication, we do division. Now you need to get to know that in addition we just take a plus b, which is equals to sum. So a plus b, 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. That is sum. Okay, when we go to subtraction, you take a minus b and you get the difference. So you take 50 minus 3, you get what? 47. It's very simple as that. Now when we go to multiplication, is just a times b, whereby you take 2 times 2, you get 4. So multiplication is just a times b, you get the product. So that is the difference. So in addition, you get sum. In subtraction, you get difference, and in multiplication, you get product. Then in division, you take a divided by b, you get the quotient. Okay, so we call it quotient. That is another language for this. Now when we go into the perimeter is equals to 4 times side, so 4s. Area, perimeter is equals to 4s, so you add side plus side plus side. That is the perimeter, 4 sides. When we go to rectangle, you take no, perimeter over square is a perimeter over square is just 4 sides. You count, you add 4 sides. When we go to a rectangle, you take 2 into bracket, 2 into bracket, which is length plus width. Okay, for you to get a perimeter of a rectangle, you take 2 into length plus width, you get the answer. Then when we go to triangle, you get the perimeter of a triangle. You just add a plus b plus b plus c. So a plus b plus c, both 3 sides. Then when we get to area, so area of a square is side squared. Okay, if it is 4, it is 4 times 4, so it is 4 squared. You get your answer. 4 times 4 is equals to 16. Then when we go to rectangle, area of a rectangle is length times width. When we get to triangle, area of a triangle is you take a half times base times height. Half times base times height. When we get to time and distance, that is in grade 3 and 4. When we get to time and distance, is simple. For you to get distance, you take speed times time. So distance is equals to speed times time. And if you want time, is equals to time is equals to distance over speed. Time is equals to distance over speed. You can put captions and you follow this video. Now if you want to get speed, speed is equals to distance over time. For you to get speed, okay, of a moving vehicle, for you to get a speed of a moving vehicle, you take the distance that vehicle has gone, then over the time. The time is the period that it has taken to finish that distance. Okay, so you get the speed that it was using. And the speed, we measure it in meters per second. We measure speed in meters per second. Now when we enter grade 5, we start with volume. Now volume, you always know, is over cube is a side cubed. Okay, so you take side times side times side is 3. Then you take a rectangular box, volume of a rectangular box or a cuboid. You take length times width times height, you get the volume of that rectangle. Then when we enter temperature conversions, you know, for you to get F is equals to C times 9 over 5 into bracket plus 32. Then you get your answer. And if you want to get C, okay, which is equals to, you take F degrees in degrees, F minus 32 times 5/9. Then you get your answer. When we enter money and profit loss, this is in grade 5 and 6. For you to get profit, you need to minus selling price minus cost price. Okay, you bought something, you bought a wig at a cost. Then what is the selling price? So you get the selling price for you to get the profit if you are selling it. So you need to get the selling price plus the cost price. Ulinunua pesa ngapi? How much did you buy it? Then you are selling it at a price, so you get the profit. So when you buy it at 10 bob or 10 shillings, then you sell it at 15, your profit will be 5 shillings. Now when we talk about loss is the cost price minus selling price. So let's say you bought it at 10 shillings, then you sold it at 7 shillings, so you've gone a loss of 2 shillings. Okay, so you've gone a loss of 3 shillings, so that is the loss. So you count the loss. So for you to get the loss is cost price minus the selling price. For you to get the profit is the selling price minus the cost price. So if you want to get the percentage of this, the percentage of profit, so if you want to get the percentage of profit, is profit over the cost price times 100%. Okay, if you want to get the loss, is the opposite. So the loss is the loss over the cost price times 100, then you get the percentage of the loss. Now when we enter perimeter times and area advanced, so when we enter perimeter, so the circumference is always, if you want to get the perimeter or the area of a circumference, is always simple. Is you take 2 times pi times radius, and we always know that our pi is always 22/7. So you take 2 times 22/7 times radius, you get circumference. And if you want to get the area, it is always pi r squared. It is always pi r squared. Now when we go to parallelogram, and most Kikuyus don't pronounce this word well, they say parallelogram, okay, but it is a parallelogram. So for you to get an area of a parallelogram, it is simply base times height. Okay, base times height. Now if you want to get an area of a trapezium, when you want to get an area of a trapezium, it is a half into bracket a plus b, close the bracket, times height. The area of a trapezium is always a half into bracket a plus b, close the bracket, times height. Then you get the answer. Okay, then let us enter now grade 7 and 8 formulas. Now we enter algebra. Now this is where the rubber meets the road. Now even this one in algebra, my wife failed terribly on this because she didn't know how to do the algebras. Okay, now this is a simple equation of algebra. It is always ax plus b is equals to c. Okay, whereas x, if you want to find x is equals to c minus b over a. Now you can expand it. Okay, you can expand it, and for expansion, bracket open bracket a plus b, close bracket, squared, is equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. I hope you get it right. Now expansion of this, what we are talking about, open bracket a plus b, close the bracket, squared, is equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Another one is open the bracket a minus b, close the bracket, squared, is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, now another one is open the bracket a plus b, then close the bracket, open another bracket again, a minus b, close the bracket, is equals to a squared, is the same, is a squared is equals to a squared minus b squared, and you get the answer. That is the formula for algebra. Now when we go to geometry, when we enter geometry, now the area of a circle is always simple. That is pi r squared. That is the area of a circle, is pi r squared. If you want to get the circumference, is 2 times pi, then times r. You take 2 times pi, which is 22/7, times radius. When you want to get the volume of a cylinder, volume of a cylinder is always simple, pi r squared times height. Surface area of a cylinder is 2 times pi r into bracket height plus radius, close the bracket. Now if you want to get the volume of a cone, you take a third times pi r squared height, you get the volume of a cone. Now the volume of a sphere, the volume of a sphere is equals to 4 over 3 times pi r as pi r cubic. Okay, so when I say pi r cubic is 4 over 3 times pi r, then you put a 3 there on top. So that is the surface area of a sphere. Then the surface that is the volume of a sphere. Then the surface area of a sphere is 4 times pi r squared. 4 times pi r squared. Now, when we enter into statistics, mean or the average, the mean grade or the average is sum of total values over number of values. Let's say you want to get the mean grade of the total mathematics sum that we did as students. Now, all of us, we did a mathematics, then we got a total sum of, let's say, 25,000. Okay, now you take the total sum of 25,000, divide by 400 students that start for that exam. What you get there is the mean grade or the mean or the average of that. Now, when you say median, this is the middle number in ordered data. Then we talk about mode, this most frequent number. Now, when we talk about the Pythagoras theorem, in Luo they say Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem or Pythagoras theorem. For a right-angled triangle, you take a squared plus b squared is equals to a squared plus b squared is equals to c squared. Okay, whereas c is the hypotenuse. When you see the triangle like this, okay, so you take the a, this is the a, then the b, then the hypotenuse is the c. So when we go into the simple interest, what is interest? Now, for you to get interest, you take p times r times t over 100. So you take when I talk about the p is the principal. So it is, for you to get interest, is principal times weight times time over 100. Now there is another way of, now you want to get the rate. Okay, you want to get the rate. What is rate? Is what? When you want to get time, what do you do? Now that is your own exam. I want you to go get that exam. Okay, I want you to go do that sum for yourself. Now for you to get principal, what do you do? For you to get time, because you have gotten what? The interest is p times r times t over 100. Now, when we enter grade 9 to 12, that is up to form 4, this is a senior secondary mathematics formulas. Now we deal with algebra. I've done it before. So for you to get the formulas of the algebra in form the senior secondary, open bracket a plus b squared, close the bracket, a plus b squared is equals to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Another one is a minus b squared into bracket, all of them, is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now a plus b, close the bracket, a minus b, close the bracket, is equals to a squared minus b squared. Now open the bracket, a plus b plus c, close the bracket, squared is equals to a squared plus b squared plus c squared plus 2 into ab plus bc plus ca. You get the answer. Now when we enter into linear equations or equations, when we enter into linear equations, this is where now many people fail. That is ax plus b is equals to c, which simply means x is equals to c minus b over a. Quadratic, when we enter quadratic equations, general form, ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So you need to monitor the root formula. Okay, now when we talk about the root formula, you take x is equals to minus b plus, you get the the root of b squared, okay, minus 4ac over 2a, okay? You get the square root of b squared, that is minus b, plus, then you get the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Now, discriminant, you need to get, when we talk about the discriminant, now the discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. The discriminant is equals to b squared minus 4ac. Now, if your d is 0, now the 2 is real roots, okay? The 2 is real roots, and if d is 0, 1 real root. Now, if d is equals to 0, no real root. Now, factorization, this is another one. The factorization is you take x squared minus y squared is equals to into bracket x minus y into bracket x plus y. Get the answer. Now, that is the formula. I'm giving you the formulas, okay, of mathematics. Now, x squared plus 2xy plus y squared is equals to into bracket x plus y, close the bracket, squared. Now, x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equals to into bracket x minus y, close the bracket, squared. Now, when we enter into geometry, it's just the same as primary school. Triangle area is half base times height. Parallelogram is base times height. Okay, area is base times height. Trapezium is a half into a plus b times height. Now, circle is pi times r squared, is pi r squared. Now, perimeter is the same. You take the rectangle is perimeter is 2 into length plus width, 2 into length plus width. Okay. Now, the circle is 2 pi r. Then you get the answer. Now, the volume of a cube is s cubed. Then the surface area is 6x squared. Okay. Then when we enter into cuboid is length, width, then height, which is the surface area, that is volume, length, width, and height. Then when you look at the surface area is 2 into length, width plus length, height plus width, height. Okay, the cylinder is pi r squared times height. When you get into the surface area is 2 pi rh into bracket h plus r, which is height, plus the radius. Then now the cone is a third pi r squared h. Okay, a third pi r squared h. In surface area, you get pi r into bracket l plus r. Now, this one I cannot go into details for you because I know it is for the advanced one, the form 1s to form 4s. Now, the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r then cubed. Okay, then in surface area you take 4 pi r squared. Okay, now when we enter into trigonometry, now these are the basic ratios that you need to put in place if you want to get this. It talks about the sine, the opposite hypotenuse, cosines, the adjacent hypotenuse, and the tan, which is the opposite adjacent. This is where many people fail when they see this kind of the sum it has brought on their way. Hapo wanarukanga case. Okay, the sine squared plus cosine squared is equals to 1. Tan is equals to sine over cosine. That is the identity. Very simple thing. Sine squared plus cosine squared is equals to 1. When you take tan 0, which is sine 0 over cosine 0, then 1 plus tan squared is equals to secant squared. Area of a triangle, when you use the sine, is area of a triangle is half AB sine C. Okay, sine and cosine rules. Sine rules is A over sine, that is A, is equals to B over sine B, which is equals to C over sine C. Cosine rule is C squared, which is equals to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. Okay, simple. Statistics, mean, x. This one. Now, I've done a simple mathematics here. Let me check it for you. Now, mean formula statistics group, the frequencies you need to, the x explains the mean grade, the mean, f is the frequency of each data value, x is the data value or class midpoint for group data. Then this one, the other is the sum of a symbol. Okay, so it means the sum of the product of each value and this frequency divided by the total frequency. Example, x is f, 2 is 3. Okay, so on the side of x you take 2, 4 and 6. Then the side of frequency you take 3, 2 and 5. So for you to make to get an answer or the mean of this sum or formula, the sum is, let's say for example you take the sum of a symbol, frequency x is equals to 2 times 3 plus, you close the bracket, plus 4 times 2 close the bracket, plus 6 times 5 close the bracket, 6 plus 8 plus 30, which is equals to 44. So for you to get this one is 3 plus 2 plus 5, which is equals to 10. So you take, for you to find x is 44 over 10. Okay, I hope you get it. It's 44 over 10, which you will get your answer to be 4.4, and that is the mean of that answer, 4.4. So you need to understand the mode of frequent value, range, largest and small value. That is a variance of you need to get that, you need to get the variance. So the standard deviation of variance, you get the square root of variance, then you get not variance. Now the coordinate geometry, distance between 2 points. So we have the midpoint, we have the gradient slope, and we have the equation of a line. Now on midpoint you take a distance which is equal to the square root of, open the bracket, x squared now x then squared minus not squared, you take the x, then 2x, you write x then 2 minus x1, then close the bracket, squared, plus you take a y then 2 plus y1, close the bracket, squared, get the answer. So the midpoint will be x1 plus x2 over 2 and y1 plus y2 over 2, then you close the bracket, you get the midpoint. Then the gradient will be midpoint, which is equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the equation of a line is y is equals to mx plus 3. Then the commercial arithmetic, I've told you before, the simple interest is equals to PRT over 100. Then amount is amount, for you to get amount is principal plus interest. You get amount, okay? You get amount. Compound interest, you get for amount you get P into bracket 1 plus R over 100, then time. Okay, you close the bracket, then time on top. Then for you to get the C1 is equals to A minus amount minus principal, which is P. So discount, D, marked price. For you to get discount, marked price minus selling price. Percentage change is change over the original times 100. Okay. Now, when we talk about the mensuration and Pythagoras, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Simple. 3D Pythagoras cuboid diagonal. The for you to get the diagonal is the square root of length squared plus width squared plus height squared. That is the answer. Now, when we enter into a calculus, that is form 4, okay, or grade 12. So for form 4, the differentiation, that is d over dx into bracket xn, close the bracket, is equals to n xn minus 1. Hope you've gotten it. That is a formula. Then d over dx, open the bracket, k, close the bracket, is equals to 0. Now d over dx, open the bracket, kx, close the bracket, is equals to k. Now gradient of curve derivative is dy over dx. So the integration here is you get the x n dx, which is equals to xn plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay, then another one is k dx, which is equals to kx plus c. So if you have any other question that you need to answer, you need me to answer on the formulas that you need to have, because I know most of you are doing exam now. This one can really help you in your exam. Okay, these formulas can really help you in your exam. There are others that are not here, that I didn't put them down, but I hope these ones have helped you. Okay, so guys, take care of yourself and make sure when you do your exam, you will pass with flying colors. Okay, I promise you that. Continue to subscribe to this channel for you to get this kind of topics, and God bless you.